Imagine a world where science can rewrite the very code of life. A place where genetics not only cures diseases, but also creates beings that challenge our understanding of nature. But what if, in the midst of this pursuit of innovation, nature itself had its own plans, revealing results that no one could predict? Today, we are going to dive into the genetic experiments that shocked the world, showing that the path of science is not always predictable. Since the discovery of the structure of DNA, genetic engineering has promised a future of incredible advances, from cures for incurable diseases to enhancements for humanity. But with great power comes great responsibility, and at times, completely unexpected results. Fascinating, isn't it? If you love uncovering the mysteries of science and the unknown, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any intriguing videos like this one. One of the first and most visible unexpected results of genetic engineering came in the form of animals that glowed in the dark. Initially, the technique of inserting fluorescent protein genes from jellyfish or corals was used to track complex biological processes, such as the development of cancer cells or the progression of diseases. Scientists only wanted a light to guide their research, but ended up creating something of surreal beauty. What began as a research tool quickly escaped into the commercial world. The famous GloFish are a perfect example. Originally created to detect pollutants in water, these genetically modified fish that glow in vibrant colors became popular pets. Although harmless, their existence raised questions about the ethics of creating organisms for purely aesthetic purposes, and about what happens if they escape into the environment. Human genetic engineering is a much more controversial field. The idea of designer babies, where parents could choose specific traits for their children, raises profound ethical dilemmas. However, the reality is that gene editing in embryos is already a possibility, and the results can be unpredictable. Small changes in DNA can trigger cascading effects that science does not yet fully understand. Perhaps one of the most fascinating and controversial experiments is the creation of chimeras, organisms that contain cells from two or more different species. The goal is usually scientific, such as creating human organs in animals for transplants. But the vision of a being with mixed characteristics from different species is something that, for a long time, only existed in mythology. A real example that shocked the public was the mouse with a human ear in the 1990s. Although the ear was just cartilage grown in a lab and implanted on the mouse's back to grow and be studied, the image sparked intense debate. It vividly illustrated the ability of engineering to cross biological barriers, as well as the potential and the limits of tissue and gene manipulation. And what if we could bring back extinct species? De-extinction is a concept that seems straight out of science fiction, but scientists are already working to revive woolly mammoths and other lost creatures. The idea is to use ancient DNA to create an embryo and implant it into a related species. Imagine walking side by side with a mammoth, a giant from the Ice Age reborn through science. Despite the fascination, de-extinction carries enormous risks. We could be introducing species without an ecological niche, disrupting entire ecosystems. Moreover, the revived genetic traits might not be identical to the originals, resulting in creatures with unpredictable behaviors or needs. What would happen if a resurrected animal became an invasive species or carried ancient diseases? In agriculture, genetically modified plants, GMOs, are common, designed to resist pests or herbicides. But what happens when these plants develop unexpected resistance and turn into superweeds? Or when modified genes escape into nature, creating unpredictable hybrids with wild species? The results can pose major challenges to agricultural control and biodiversity. The idea of genetically enhancing humans to create super soldiers, or individuals with superhuman intelligence and strength, has been a recurring theme in science fiction. Although it is not yet a reality, The ability to edit genes to improve physical or cognitive traits is getting closer every day. The question is, how far are we willing to go in the pursuit of perfection? But what if this quest for perfection came with unexpected side effects? A gene for greater strength could come with a predisposition to heart disease. An increase in intelligence could lead to anxiety disorders or extreme social isolation. The complexity of the human genome means that altering a single trait can trigger a chain reaction of consequences we cannot predict or control. All these experiments, whether successful or with unexpected outcomes, force us to confront a fundamental ethical dilemma. Where do we draw the line between innovation that benefits humanity and manipulation that may have disastrous consequences? Who decides what is acceptable when we are tampering with the very code of life? These are questions without easy answers. The truth is that genetic engineering is a powerful tool, capable of wonders and of results that make us question the limits of science. Every genetic experiment, every new discovery takes us into uncharted territory, where the rules are rewritten with every step. The future of life as we know it is being shaped in today's laboratories, and the results are anything but predictable. Advances in genetics are undeniable, but the surprises they bring us are a constant reminder of the complexity of nature. What other unexpected results do you think genetic engineering might bring us in the future? Do you believe we should have stricter limits on genetic research, or should the pursuit of knowledge be unrestricted? Leave your opinion in the comments below. Your perspective is very important to us.